Coming up on tonight's episode of Living Ramadan, we bring you the outreach programs being done by Thabit Slamdin. We give you a non-Muslim's perspective on Ramadan. Inspirational speaker Abdul Ghani Babu for Blonka provides some motivation. We look at the activities of the Nakhlistan organization. We travel abroad to bring you a global Ramadan perspective. And our location today is the Langa Masjid, and we speak to one of the members of the committee about the activities there. And we end with a musical interlude. Salam and welcome to the final episode, episode 10 of Living Ramadan. I trust you've enjoyed our journey together, and we've certainly traveled far and wide over the series. In the final episode, our location today is the Langa Masjid, which was established in 1961 by the late Imam Dawood Lobi. He embraced Islam via the late Imam Abdullah Harun. We are going to be telling you a little bit about the masjid as well as the future plans for expansion of this masjid as well. But right now we start off our show as we always do, and we look at an organizational team that are doing some sterling work, doing some work in the community, and this is Team Madness, and this team is led by Thabit Slamdin.
It was a decision I made about 8 to 10 years ago. We are also still a big group of friends, and we, you know how it goes. The rest of the year you're out having fun, outdoors, adventures, road trips, friends gather together, and I just felt that we need to also give back. And at the end of every month I'd ask the guys and the girls just a small donation to me, and together we decide, let's buy something for a community or a home, and we take it there and spend some time doing what we're doing on that day, just to give back as well, to enjoy that feeling as well. Thankfully it has grown. We've become quite synonymous with community work, empowerment and giving back. We have homes that approach us as well, looking for perhaps maybe a pot or food parcels, or they need books or clothes, and then I will speak to the guys and be like, hey, can we donate and try and get together some parcels, some bags, some clothes, some books, whatever it may be, and then take it into this particular home. And try and assist them. On the other side of it, we also keep track of what's going on in Cape Town as a whole. Like if we know there's a community that is in need, that needs help, then we will contact someone in the area, make an arrangement of a time and a day to come to them, and then we will have some of the ladies cook food for us, and we'll try and get donations of bread, clothes as well, blankets if it's winter, and then we will go into the community on an off day, and then just spend a few hours there feeding the community, as well as obviously taking some blankets and clothes to the various needy community centers in that area as well. In Ramadan we try and focus on doing more, so it's not different, it's just we try and benefit as much as we can from the holy month of Ramadan. So what I've done is every weekend in Ramadan we go out to different communities, churches, homes, etc., and we go and make a difference. We take food, we take parcels, we take clothes, the same like any other month, but we try and get more donations in, because everyone is in the feeling of let's give more, let's make a difference, let's do something extra with our time, and they have the time, so we get a bigger following and a group. And then we go in and we do something every weekend without question. I will plan something or start something up. I will tell the guys, this is what we need, this is where we're going, this is how it's going to be, and then we alhamdulillah just get donations from there that comes towards us, and then we go in and do our best that we can. Anyone's welcome. There's no system here. It's a matter of whatever we can get, we go and do it. They can give me a call anytime, drop me a WhatsApp, find me on Facebook as well, and from there we can just make contact and find a way to work together and make a difference in the community. No problem. We're all aware that it's the holy month of Ramadan firstly, and we've got to make the most of all the time that we have in this month, and I try and spend more time, you know, reading and learning as well as watching, you know, various videos of, you know, what people can do and what people do in Ramadan, as well as how to make impact in your life and changes in your life. I mean, the main aspect of Ramadan, as far as I'm concerned, is, you know, to clean your heart, clean your soul, you know, become a better Muslim in Ramadan as well, and as a person as a whole. And that when Ramadan, you know, comes to an end and you move forward, you've changed something or gained something from the holy month, as well as trying to help and make a difference in people's lives as much as I can.
It's episode 10, the final episode of Living Ramadan. We're at the Langa Masjid, and as you saw in that particular shot, there was the entrance to the wudu khana, and there's also the ablution facilities, as well as the area where they prepare for iftar during Ramadan. Around us here as well are houses, and the residents stay on the area. This entire plot belongs to the Lobi family. It was started, as I said, the masjid in 1961 by Imam Dawood Lobi, who has passed on 6 years ago. The current Imam is Imam Harun Kamal, and he hails from Burundi. He's not with us today, but we are going to be speaking to one of the trustees of the masjid, and someone who is involved in the expansion process, and he'll be telling us a little bit about that a little bit later on at the end of the show. But we now have a non-Muslim's perspective on Ramadan.
What I really like about Ramadan is when my Muslim friends and colleagues bring us some lovely treats to work. I really, really love that. But what I like more about Ramadan is just the commitment and the discipline and the dedication to your faith, and to be able to say no to a lot of stuff for a month. I think that's something that you, as a Christian, can really look up to and see as an example, because and just the community, the feel of community, the reaching out to your neighbors in this time. I think that should be something that we all do, not only just Muslims for a month. I think it should be something that everyone does from time to time, and it shouldn't be like announced for a month. I think it should be an everyday occurrence that you really reach out to your neighbors, share with the people in the street. I think it's a wonderful way of getting to know your neighbors as well, because we live in our little boxes and we don't know who's living next to us, and this is a great way to reach out to your neighbors. So there's a lot of positive stuff about Ramadan that me as a Christian can really look up to and admire, and that's what I do. I've a couple of times I've said that I want to also fast for a month, but I haven't really done that, and maybe next year it will be the first time. But there's a lot of stuff that you can really take from Ramadan, and I think it's a wonderful, I don't want to say a habit, but it's a wonderful thing that people do, that Muslims do for their faith.
It's Living Ramadan, episode 10, the final episode of the season 2 of Flighting on Deen TV. Our location today is the Langa Masjid in Langa, and here we have some of the congregants and musallis of the mosque. A madrasa is very much an integral part of the masajid and the activities that take place here. Sadly, the masjid was closed for about 3 years and only reopened again in around about September of 2016. We'll find out more about the expansion plans and the future plans of the masjid from one of the members of the congregation in a short bit. But right now we are going to be listening to an inspirational message from Abdul Ghani Babu Foplonka, and thereafter we're going to be looking at the activities of the Nakhlistan organization.
A lot of people come to me and they say, and I ask them, why, what can I do for you? And they say to me, I've got a financial problem. And my reply invariably is, you have an identity problem, not a financial problem. Because when you know who you are, when you know what your purpose is, and when you know what it is that you want in life, a financial problem normally won't occur. It cannot occur under those circumstances. So when you don't have confidence in yourself, you invite that kind of problem into your life. There are unlimited opportunities. It's you that set the limits. So get out of the habit of setting limits, and you'll find yourself having absolutely no problem. And you might say to me, it's easy for you to talk because you have it today. I said, yes, I have it today, but I didn't have it yesterday. And it's what I'm telling you that made me have it today. So When I say to you you have an identity problem, then sit back and think and ask yourself, who am I? Why am I in this position? Can I change it? And trust me, you can.
Nakhlistan is an organization that was formed 33 years ago by 3 friends who in 1984 realized that their neighbors in the Muslim community during the month of Ramadan did not have a plate of food to break their fast with. They then went around to the shopkeepers on the corner and they decided that they are going to be cooking pots of food for those families in the affluent area. That was 400 people that they fed in 1984. Today in 2017 we are going to be cooking 169 by 130 litre pots of food to feed over 85,000 of the less fortunate in the Western Cape. So if you ask which areas we are looking at, if I stretch out my arms, on the left hand side will be from the Atlantis Ocean View area and the right hand side would be the Atlantis area and all the areas in between. Nakhlistan is a Persian word and it means an oasis, and just like an oasis provides sustenance to the desert, likewise Nakhlistan providing sustenance for the less fortunate and the needy in the Western Cape. So our flagship activity is our Eid al-Fitr feeding scheme, but Nakhlistan as an organization, we grow with the community, and because we are not state funded, we need our community support. So to all our donors, our sponsors, our businesses, we say thank you very much, shukran, for supporting Nakhlistan for the past 33 years, because Nakhlistan is an organization that grows with the community. So over and above the Eid al-Fitr feeding scheme that we have, which is our flagship activity, we also have a burial service where people can come to us on the day a family member passes away, and Nakhlistan is able to provide that service. For example, we have a hearse service, we have a tukamani service, we have a kafang service, so we have a full-on service as a burial service for Nakhlistan. Then also during the month of Muharram and the month of Rabiul Awal, Nakhlistan also has projects. Now this year Ramadan falls in the heart of winter. Nakhlistan also has their Operation Winter Warmth, where they are able to support the community with blankets and also non-perishables. Then when it comes to the month of Ramadan, this is when people open their hearts. Ramadan is a month of spiritual enlightenment, and during that month people are able to pay their zakah, their sadaqah, their lillah, their fitra and their fidya. So Nakhlistan is the place to go. So we are based at number 45 Merton Road in Rylands Estate, the home of Shukur and Rashida Mauser. Shukur Mauser is the director of Nakhlistan and one of the founder members. So over and above the local community that Nakhlistan touches, Nakhlistan also has an operational soup kitchen in Rafah, Gaza in Palestine. So if people would like to donate to Nakhlistan, they should come to 45 Merton Road, drop off their donations and indicate that they would like to support our soup kitchen in Gaza, Palestine. So to everybody who has been supporting Nakhlistan over the past 33 years, we say shukran, 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 and also may the last days of Ramadan be our best days yet, and to every Muslim, an Eid Mubarak.
It's Living Ramadan episode 10, the final episode of our season number 2 on Deen TV. We've just seen the Nakhlistan organization, and we do know that they do some sterling work on Eid al-Fitr, the night before Eid al-Fitr, so that they feed families on the day of Eid. And as always, their cooking scheme takes place at the Cali Sports Field in Knoll Avenue the night before Eid. So right now though, we are going to be taking a look at a global perspective of Ramadan.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum, our dear brothers and sisters in South Africa. I know you guys are doing an amazing job over there. We had a similar program here where part of our school, working with the community, doing initiatives like that, we organised a iftar for the community, and the iftar was focusing on not only the community but people that need, the homeless and people who are struggling with day-to-day lives. So it was a great success. Sister Saida also was involved with the family. She's an amazing sister, mashallah, she's supported us with everything. It was organised by the school, a team at the school, a team of teachers at the school, and also a organisation called CCN, CCN, community care network, and they on a weekly basis feed the homeless, the needy and stuff like that on a weekly basis. So we came together, we organised an awesome event, the Street of Tide. I'm pretty sure there's photos and videos and stuff that Sister Saida will inshallah send to you guys, but it was amazing. I mean, one thing that obviously living in the Western world in that sense, and I know you guys have sort of got the same issues where we're trying to really break barriers and build bridges and work with the community and really get people to understand what the true message of Islam is. And alhamdulillah, through this way of helping out and working with the community, we're hoping that we're sort of building these bridges and helping the community and basically what our Deen really teaches us. So anyway, I don't want to talk too much because I told it was only meant to be a few seconds. May Allah bless you guys for your efforts. Please keep us in your du'as. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and your families and all the efforts and work that you guys are doing. And please keep us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum.
We've come to the end of, well, almost the end of season 2 of Living Ramadan. This is the final episode of the show, and our location today is the Langa Masjid. With me is Brother Ihsan, who is a member of the Masjid Committee. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Ihsan. Shukran for having us here.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Tell me a little bit about the Masjid. We've spoken about the fact that it was started by Imam Dawud Lobi in 1961, and it's obviously had quite a journey since then. What are some of the activities that take place here during Ramadan?
Quite a long journey, 1961. I recently came in. During the years, I was always here bringing stuff. After Imam died 6 years ago, the mosque was closed for almost 3.5 years. I was confronted by Sheikh Harun to come out to the mosque, and that was in November last year. Alhamdulillah, since last year we started with 3 children. There were 3 children in our madrasa. Every day we were here, we did a first walk, only on Dhuhr and Asari was here. And after 3 weeks we started with the 5 walks. Alhamdulillah, we're sitting on 84 children now. We've got adult classes at the moment here by the mosque. We've got dhikr programs on the Thursday. What we're doing at the moment, we're trying just to flood the mosque with spiritual activities at the moment. Seems that it was closed and people went a little bit off away from Islam.
So tell me then, during Ramadan specifically, what activities take place?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, you know, it's quite emotional being here since the mosque was closed in Ramadan, seeing all the ladies. We've got about 15 to 20 ladies in the evening. We've got 2 safs of men, alhamdulillah. You know, it was a bit of a worry. The first night of Ramadan, the imam and 4 of us were standing in the saf. And alhamdulillah, after that, it has just grown from strength to strength. Yeah, alhamdulillah, we've got 2 safs of Langas people here in the mosque.
Okay.
Men folk. Yeah.
Obviously, the area that you're in is a sub-economic area in the Western Cape. What outreach programs do you involve yourself in?
Look, at the moment we're working a lot where the youth is concerned, where adults is concerned. We're giving food parcels out. You know, it's a very poor community. We're trying to feed them as much as we can at this present moment. And it's working, you know, at our madrasa for adults, ladies, the mosque is full, I can say so. And then we've got for our men folk, basically, slowly but surely it's picking up. Look, this is going to be a very slow process. Seems that there was people that was Muslim years ago. They went off from off the road, basically. Alhamdulillah, everybody's coming in. If you walk the streets, you see the kurtas now at least and the faces in the streets.
Alhamdulillah. And for the future, there are plans for extension?
Alhamdulillah, you know, we are very busy with it. As you came in, you saw that there is a sabine here in front, basically. We are in the process of getting the deed of sale, basically. If we get the deed of sale, we can end this high hopes here for Langa, first of all, and future plans. That the mosque is at the moment too small for us. If there's programs, it is too small. So there is plans of extending the mosque in a very few minutes.
Okay, inshallah. Well, we wish you everything of the best, and obviously with all the support of the community and people around the Western Cape that have come through, and not just the Western Cape. I believe there are families from Johannesburg who are also involved, inshallah.
Yeah, we are trust from Johannesburg, and that is the people really that is putting the money in here, alhamdulillah. We also from outside, we would like to say thanks to the people from Langa that accepting us, you know, in the area and working so nice with us, alhamdulillah.
No, we can only wish you the best going forward, inshallah.
Inshallah. Just make dua for us and jazakallah for your people coming out to us also.
Shukran for having us, alhamdulillah. And with that, we on a really heartening and really positive spiritual note from the Langa Masjid, and certainly bodes well for the future of this community. It is time for me to say goodbye, and at the end of our season 2 of Living Ramadan, and we inshallah hope that we will be back again with another season on Deen TV next Ramadan, inshallah. I leave you with this thought, as always, to cherish every moment in the company of the special people in your life. Let them know as often as possible that they are important to you, that you appreciate having them, and that you love them dearly. I wish you peace and blessings. Salams to all. Salam, my name is Mehboob Bawa. I've been the host of Living Ramadan Season 2 for the past 10 days, the past 10 episodes, or nights I should say. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the program, for providing with some wonderful feedback. And I want to take this opportunity as we end off the season and as we celebrate the day of Eid today. I want to say a big shukran and a thank you to each and every organization, every individual, for allowing us to take a peek into their lives, for allowing us to share their story and the good work that they are doing in the community with each and every one of you. We are certainly indebted to some very important people, Ahmad Jacobs and Hussein Sable and the team at Market Toyota, for keeping us mobile during the production of the series. We certainly owe them a huge debt of gratitude. There are many other people like Faisal Sayed and his team at Deen TV for collaborating with us on this production and allowing us an opportunity and a platform to showcase and bring you Living Ramadan Season 2. The unsung heroes behind the camera, the gentleman is Ray, and he's been our cameraman and editor and doing an absolutely sterling job, and his attention to detail has been absolutely magnificent. We really are hugely indebted to him for the work that he's done. My wife, Rozia Bawa, how do I forget her? It's under her auspices, the company Rozia Bawa Productions, that we produced this episodes for the Living Ramadan Season 2, and having been able to bring this to you. Other people that I'd like to thank personally, Malika Umar from Dubai in Cape Town, back in her hometown. She's a composer of music of note, and she allowed us to use her musical clips on the show, and we thank you, Malika, for allowing us to do that. And also to Siraj Nur Muhammad for the graphic design of the logo, and then the Deen TV team, the graphic design team, for animating that logo as well. Everybody else has been a part of our production. We had a production intern, Rosina Hendricks, for being with us, and I hope she's learned a little bit about film production and TV production while she spent time with us as well. But more importantly, through the stories that we shared on our show, through the stories that we had of individuals and organizations, and not just organizations, we shared a couple of organizations, but more importantly, just people, ordinary people like you and I, who are doing amazing work during the month of Ramadan, but even beyond Ramadan. We are standing right here in a magnificent backdrop. Earlier you saw Table Mountain, and behind me the city of Cape Town, a beautiful, absolutely magnificent city that's been described by many people as heaven on earth. But we face serious challenges in the city as well. There is a great divide between poor and middle class and the rich, and we are trying to bridge that gap as quickly as we possibly can. And the individuals that we featured into this year's season, and other people like them, are doing great work to be able to do some charitable work amongst community, and to ensure that those who don't have all of the time, not just during Ramadan. So the good work that they do, they carry on throughout the year, and may they inspire us to also do good work like this as well. I wish you peace, blessings, salams. I love you all.
Each day you bless us with truth of Islam, firmness in Tawheed, Taqwa and Iman. Ramadan, Shahru, Ramadan, Shahru, Ramadan, Shahru, Ramadan, Al-Wida. rahmatan lil alameen, with forgiveness and mercy for all the muttaqeen. You brought for us freedom from nar, and the answer to all our dua we made. So Ramadan, 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 al-wida, 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 shahru Ramadan, al-wida, 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 shahru Ramadan. The hearts with Nurullah, save us from shaitan and the anger of Allah, with always nawafil and Quran. You gave us the criterion, Al-Furqan. Ramadan, shahru Ramadan, shahru Ramadan, shahru Ramadan, al-wida, 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 shahru Ramadan, al-wida, 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 shahru Ramadan. And now we're able to stand strong in joining what is right and forbidding what is wrong. You purified our qulub from the evil of shaitan, making them worthy of becoming throne of Rahman. Ramadan, shahru Ramadan.